Hey folks, what's up? Welcome back to another Massive video, and today we're going to check out EX Lamps, which came out last night. Or not last night because, okay, I'm recording this the night before because I record my, almost like 90% of my videos way before I release them, and then I schedule them either a day or 2 days later for them to show up on YouTube. So it makes my life a bit easier. And I guess I'll be like 2 nights before, 3, I don't know, whatever. It came out very, very recently, as you know, all you guys need to know. With Cynthia, and I already did the 6R EXing Cynthia video. If you haven't seen it, you can check it out somewhere on the channel. And that one was really, really good because she is extremely powerful when you use 6R EXer, because her sync move is just one of the just top-notch sync moves in the game. You get extra 50% damage buff. You get Omni boost with high 5. Right, and then Sing EX also, Sing Cynthia, it also gets like a bunch of like sync move countdown stuff, so you could rush your sync move. Like it's one of the best in the game, right? Although I personally don't like the outfit that much. I mean, I don't dislike it. It just seems like too Christmassy for me for a non-Christmas unit, which is kind of weird. Just like Santa Cynthia. And then obviously again we got Lance over here, which I actually do like the outfit a lot. A lot of people don't like this outfit. I don't really know why. I mean, I think it's great. I mean, it got the Dragonite colors, and it's pretty cool, right? You have the green cape inside with the orange at the back, and then the I don't know anatomies of capes, but it looks cool. I like it. I like the outfit. It fits him very, very well. And some people say it's cartoonish. I don't think it's cartoonish at all. Like, as a huge, as soon as the least event, I think her EX is more cartoonish than Lance's. But I still I love it, right? But yeah, I think it's a really, really great outfit. Some people don't like it. However, I do kind of doubt the amount that he benefits from the 6-star EX. Right, you know what? We'll talk about that after we go ahead and beat up the stage, right? So let's do this. It is a striker, obviously. So strikers, AOE nuke, right? Well, just sync move. Doesn't have to be nuke. Not all sync moves are nukes. Some don't do that much damage. Dragonite does a solid amount of damage, right? But it's just not anything next level, unfortunately. Alright. Let me go over Mega Healing. Okay. Get more sync move countdown. A little slight mistake from the full power there. That's my fault. That was my stupid idea, which I forgot to communicate to everyone. But it's alright. I still got a, I got one myself, so we could still max that out, right? Which is nice. Okay, we're just trying to get some, sync move countdown, so we got the sync move out. Alright, let me get the full power in. Got MP refresh on that, so that's nice. Okay. Get the double full power, and then we should have the sync move up. It's a very, very fast setup process because there really isn't much to set up for, Lance, which is good for a showcase video. Not that great for Lance, unfortunately, because that means he just doesn't have any multipliers, which is one of the downsides of I guess Lance's sync move, right? It's still very powerful. Well, I mean, again, it's not like anything crazy, but it's still like, it's not like it's like completely useless, because as we're about to see, I guess, in a few seconds. You know what? I'll shut up. Let's just see how well it does. All right, that's not terrible, but again, it's also not anything insane. 'Cause like, look at the hyper beam damage in comparison, unfortunately. Right, so it's just they also had like special defensive debuffs, which is slightly unfair, but the thing about Lance's EX, right, does it do a good amount of damage? Yes, it does, right? I mean, it's a non-mega EX sync move, so it's very, very high base power sync move. And then you have like 6 sync move power-up nodes on the grid that you could pick up, right, as well. And then Lance also has like a really, really great physical attack stat, right? Let me just pull him up real quick, right? Really great physical attack stat. Obviously, if you 20 out of 20 EX that, it's gonna be better, right? So add all those up, that's a decent sync move, but it's just not like anything crazy. Because if you look at like some of like the better, you know, sync move damage, you know, units or whatever, right? Or I guess I wouldn't even say like better in terms of damages, but like more, I guess, valuable sync moves, right? You know, stuff that have Haymaker, Inertia, all those stuff. Like with those multipliers, that's like double the sync move damage, and you do have like all these sync move power up nodes, but like you're just not getting as much value out of these as like straight up like doubling. Like how much is this added up to? One's it's 25 25 6, that's 150, right? If you had, you know, one of those you know, 2 times sync move multipliers, that's 2 times, that's 250, right, in comparison. And also, like, is it really, like, first of all, I can't remember if you could pick up all the single power-up nodes, but, like, even if you can't, right, that's diverting a lot of energy away from, like, what you could be potentially buffing, you say your Hyper Beam damage, which is much more economical for a team, right? Because, like, here's the thing. Sure, your sync move does okay-ish damage, but your Hyper Beam can do comparable, if not potentially more damage. Again, if you do pick up, you know, some of these power-up nodes, all that stuff, you could do, again, pretty comparable damage. And if you're not syncing with Dragonite, that means you could sync with your tech that you brought onto your team, which probably might do even more damage than Dragonite, because techs, they all have that built-in, you know, 2 times multiplier, right? The only thing being is your support also buffing like their special attack and crit and all that stuff. But even if you're not, like, again, you're loosening up a turn, you're still getting some damage in through either your tech or even support, right? Some supports do some solid damage, but usually, generally, techs do more. Not all of them, it's just generalization. And you could get some damage in there with their sync, and then you could just keep on pumping your Hyper Beams out here. It's just, again, if you EX it, obviously it's worth, you know, using your sync move with the Lance, because you're hitting 30 units, right? And you EX'd it, why not use it, right? It'd be a slight waste if you don't use it, if you're EXing it, right? However, if you do EX it, you're kind of forced to use its sync move, which does also present like another problem. You just have to build your grid around your sync move, which isn't like terrible. You still got some like nice stuff. You got Rejuvenate, right, and all that. And then again, you know, the sync move power up nodes, there's a decent amount of them. But then again, you're taking away from Hyper Beam, and that also means you would have a bit of an issue setting up a team comp, right? Because if you're not EXing it, if you're not using Dragonite sync move, you're using your tech sync move, you could just easily just bring like a special attack buffer, whether it be, you know, Sabrina, whatever, right? Yeah, someone to buff the special attack and crit for Dragonite, and then like you're fine, right? You don't have to bring anything else. If you are doing that, you would have to also bring another physical support, either that or bring something that could buff both, something like an Alcremie or a Clefairy, right? Although in both Alcremie and Clefairy's case, you would also need to bring another crit support, right? Because unfortunately, like, Sabrina can't do all those. So it also gives you some team comp issues, narrows the, you know, narrows the range on how you could build Lance's team, which again is another slight hindrance. But again, like, it's a weird one. There are definitely upsides to EXing Lance using the, you know, EX sync move and whatnot, but there are like some downsides, and you also have to look at like the cost of resources where you could use it on like some other unit. Obviously, if Lance is your favorite, you know, trainer, or if you love Dragonite, this is it's a great choice, right? But if you're just looking for, oh, who's gonna be more worth in terms of how much power it gets, I'd put Lance a bit lower on the ladder. Again, it does have some good stuff. Rejuvenate is nice. And you just have like a lot of damage with the, or a decent amount with your high base power. And I say high base power, it's just like normal, like all the non-megas, right? And then good, you know, attacks and all that stuff, right? You get out 20, you could get it 20 out of 20, right? If you're a whale, if you have like a lot of power-ups and but no champion spirits. But again, EX is, you know, it's a slight, you have to do the calculations there, right? But anyways, that's what I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me guys think in the comments down below. Also shout outs to Guide Sorcery for helping me out here, because I don't have EX Lance. And not a lot of people do, apparently. So again, like and enjoy this video, subscribe to our channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. Tonight we might get some info drop because of the and by info I don't mean like they downloaded it over. I'm just saying the one that they announced on Twitter. I think they said they're gonna drop something on the 23rd, so stay tuned for that, I guess. Subscribe, notifications if you want to get that info as soon as possible, and I'll see you guys in the next one.